All right, final time here on the Sean Lewis Show. It is signing day. It's interesting because in calling the games, when I listened back to your post-game press conferences, something stood out from Air Force, which was what you said about the support from the community and a gift you received.
Yeah.
You've talked about how, listen, the community has played a significant role, will continue to. We've talked about Aztec Link. How I guess the 30,000-foot view of it, how significant has the support from the community been, and what does it mean as you try to move this football program forward?
It's invaluable, right? Yeah. Like to compete at the level and to bring championship homes to the Mesa here, the way that everyone wants within the community, and that we know the standard and the expectation is, right? Without the support of the community and without the tool or vehicle of Aztec Link and that collective, right? Without that, we have no chance. And that's just speaking factually, right? And so having Aztec Link, having the community support and the way that specific families have stepped up and the huge contribution that we got before the game on Saturday to really springboard us and to start this movement of the Link the 619 campaign that we are going to be launching to, again, bolster the support that we do have, right? To become competitive at the level that we need to be. Like, this is the opportunity for our community to compete with us, right? Like, hey, I understand, what went on in the season, right? And I hear, I hear the fans. Sure. I get it. I understand, right? And well, now, hey, this is a time for us to lock arms and to compete together, because as we bring these young men to campus, like, their representation is going to be in our ear. And part of the equation now is, what is the compensation package? And we have to be competitive at that level, because like anyone in any industry, if you're going to be asked to do the same job at two different companies, and one's going to pay you significantly more with extra benefits, and the other one is just coming to ask you to do it for the love and the enjoyment of doing said job, I don't care who you are, I don't care what industry it is. All of us as human beings, we're going to the one with the extra benefits and with the higher pay. And so Aztec Link and our community support has been invaluable. And I can't wait to see how our fans step up from today going forward and really rally behind us and compete at the level that we need to go bring the championships home.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think sometimes when people talk about collectives, they think that, well, I don't have $200,000 to support a program. I don't have them. But it really isn't that. It's more about the community coming together.
Absolutely.
We see around the league too. It's like, they're looking for, it's more the point of doing it as opposed to the contribution itself.
Correct.
The size of the contribution.
Absolutely. Right. Yeah. It's not about the size of the contribution. And heck, like, I get it, right? Like, it might not even be a contribution to the collective, right? It's just the community support of buying season tickets and being in the stadium, right? Being there to create an unbelievable home atmosphere, right? If you got, $50 a month that you can get to a subscription to, get some exclusive access to podcasts with our guys and get to know them a little bit more. Every bit helps. Every way, every touch point where you can support and uplift our program is truly invaluable, right? Like, we are the pro football team of San Diego, and we need the community of San Diego to continue to rally around, continue to step up. The past year has been unbelievable from where we started, and the response from literally having next to nothing in the collective to, as we close in on this calendar year, we have raised close to $1 million that supported our team a year ago, but is really springboarding us into the future. And again, the support has been unbelievable. And again, the reality of it is, where we are in college football, like, we're just scratching the surface, and I can't wait to see where we go to compete at the highest level.
When you look back on the year, and as you head into year two, is it a whirlwind? Do you reflect, or is it all pointed forward at this point?
Yeah, there's been moments where I've been able to look back, and anyone who kind of sees me around the building all the time, I carry a red notebook with me, right? So that I can jot down notes, and there'll come a point in time, right, to where I'll be able to look back and really do a full debrief or after action review of the good, the bad, the ugly, right? That we're going to be able to refine and do better as we rework the phases of the year, as we roll through the calendar again, so that we can operate at an even higher level, right? Again, like, know what we did isn't even close to our standard or what the expectations are for, the supporters that we have. But I know that we're going to get it right, and rest assured, right, like there's going to be pride in wearing these colors, and there's going to be pride in the program again, and we're going to be playing football this time next year at a really, really prestigious spot.
You talk about the importance of obviously the roster, retaining it, adding to it. It's critically important for your staff, I assume, as well. I mean, when you think about retainment and what that means moving forward, how important is it to have as many of these pieces back from your staff moving forward as well?
Yeah, again, right? Like I truly believe you win with people, right? And we have talented individuals in the building. A lot gets made about obviously the talented players that we have, but we have a really talented staff. And to be able to have the continuity and the retention of the staff, will be crucial for our success. But again, the same way we talked about the portal opening up, right? The coaching carousel is going to begin spinning here. And when you have really, really talented coaches, and as opportunities start becoming available, right? Like, again, been doing it long enough and have sat in the head coach's chair long enough. I mean, when we were at Kent State those years, every single off season, on average, I lost 2 or 3 assistant coaches because we had really, really talented individuals that are now coaching at the NFL or, the highest levels in the highest leagues, right? That did great work while we were there, the same way that our staff's doing great work here. But again, we're going to fight. We're going to be competitive. We're building something special and going to hang on to our great people here.
What does the calendar look like as you move into 2025 for yourself and for the team?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing here through the month of December is finishing strong in the classes, right? And making sure that we do that the right way. And then again, we'll be busy with the portal acquisitions and portal recruiting all through December. We'll take a little holiday break, but as soon as the new year hits, we'll be right back at it in terms of portal recruiting. And then, for the first time, we'll be able to get out in January for a contact period and be able to go have contact with, the 2026 high school class. And then we'll be bringing the team back, on January 20th. We'll have our first team meeting there. That's move-in day for all of campus for the start of the spring semester. And winter conditioning phase 1 of the 2025 team will begin on Tuesday morning, January 21st, and we'll be getting it on.
No rest for the weary. And then I guess the final one we talked about a little bit earlier, but with your own players and with the portal opening, will you have a feel once the portal opens for who's in or who's out, or can the window's open for a period of time, but would you have a feel by and large when the window opens?
Yeah, by the end of this week, we'll have a really good handle, I would say, on the majority of the roster of what their plans, what their intentions are. And then again, the portal window is open for a specific amount of time. And again, there's been enough years at this that, hey, at the start of it, certain guys said, no, I'm not going in. But then magically things happen. By the end of it, right, they are in there. But again, we're going to fight. We're going to compete. And I can't wait to see our community step up and fight and compete with us to retain our key players and to see their support through Aztec Link and the collective as we drive forward here and continue to build this thing out at a championship level.
AztecLink.com. It is signing day. Sean, we've appreciated all year. Again, for you, it's like the busiest time of the year, even though for fans, again, the football season has come to an end in 2024 for the Aztecs. Appreciate it. We'll do it again later on in the new year in 2025. And thanks for doing it today.
Awesome. Sounds great. Go Aztecs.
All right. For Sean Lewis, my name is John Schaefer. Again, National Signing Day on the Mesa. This has been the Sean Lewis Show on San Diego Sports 760.